Yo, mic check 1 2 1 2. What up, everyone? It's your girl, MsDjHoodie, getting at you guys on December 17th, 2023. And we got JustRob on the live.
Hey, baby.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm having technical difficulties over here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there we go.
There
I
you go.
forgot to use I forgot to use, excuse me, my mixer over here. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. What up,
Um,
everyone? Sup?
so with you.
Everything's good. There's no feedback.
I don't hear any feedback, no.
No, okay.
No.
Just making sure. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm so used to background music. I'm so used to like the multiple streaming. We briefly talked about that in the beginning of the show.
Mm,
Yeah, and yeah, not yet. Damn
we'll
it.
get back into it. We'll get back into it. It's just we're
Yeah.
being busy.
Yeah, I know. I just me, I like to have a clean show and like know what the hell I'm doing and having things on in the background just to kind of give it some, I don't know, personality in what our topics are going to be. It just adds to it, and I like it.
Mm.
Mhm.
It's just one of them days, though.
What's that?
See, the show's already representing what today feels like. Everything just it's off.
It is. Oh shit. I looked at the recording timing and then it said 2:22. Oof.
Well, that's a good sign.
Yeah, I hope so. And there's a lot of yeah, in my household right now, there's a lot of talking and a lot of moving things around, and it's like it's making me like feel weird.
Huh.
Yeah.
I can't hear it, so I don't know if it's not picking it up or I just can't hear it. But
Nah, it's fine.
okay. Oh, but it's bothering you though.
Yeah, it is. Because you already know what with my parents
Uh,
and the things, or yeah, the things that they do, and it's just like, yeah, like troublemakers almost.
it's hard having teenagers.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah. And I keep telling, I keep reminding Rob, they're half yours. Yeah. Oh my
what
gosh. Yeah,
happened?
it does seem off. I feel like my whole mind just went blank. And we do have topics, but I've written notes and I don't know where I put them. And you were missing some stuff too, right?
Yeah, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what's going on, but I can't find things that like normally whenever I pick something up, I put it back where I had it, and I'm pretty sure that that's what I did, but I can't find it where I normally keep my stuff, and it's starting to bother me because it's not just one thing. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm misplacing a lot of stuff, and I'm like, where the hell is it going? It can't go anywhere. It
Mm-hmm.
has to be here somewhere, and I've looked everywhere, and I can't find it. So it's a little annoying, but
Mm-hmm.
it is. Like I said, one of those days. Because today, like that was the only thing I wanted to do today was find the sage, and I couldn't find it. So I was like, okay. But ever since I woke up, I just felt weird.
Yeah. As much time that I've spent with you, you are very um I guess organized. Like you have specific places that you put stuff. That's what I
Mhm.
notice about you. And yeah, it's strange to me how you don't know where you put stuff.
Right. I'm like, I don't know where I left it. You're like, really?
That's
Well,
what I was
yeah,
saying.
it's
Like,
not
did
just.
you burn it all out? And then you said no.
Nah, I still have two brand new sticks, and I remember seeing them where I thought I had them, and I that's the first place that I looked, and I couldn't find them. So I was like,
Hmm.
okay, if they're not there, then I probably moved them over here, and I checked over there too, and it wasn't there. So I was like, okay, let me check where I thought I would never put them. So I was like checking over there, nope. I'm like, okay, so they just got up and left, I guess. But then it's
Aw.
like other things too, and I'm like, okay, something's going on.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to not overreact and just chill out, just let it go for now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You make everything better.
Do I?
Yeah.
Aw.
I'm
Well,
like,
I'm happy I could
oh,
do that for you.
yeah, me too. See, that's the difference between you and other people. Other people would be like, get the fuck over it, snap out of it, just let it go. Well, sometimes you can't.
Man, that's like, I still don't understand the way people think, right? And that's kind of what we're gonna be touching bases on very quickly, I should say, because I don't want to fuck up my entire cast because of people like these that we're speaking about. But um, yeah, it's just what people think is okay to say to each other, especially like when it comes to like your relationships, like whether you're married or you're dating or like a real tight friendship. Well, friends, I think they feel like they can because they're friends and they can get away with it, I'm guessing. But I would never say things like that. Like if you were feeling like how you're feeling right now, and just be like, yeah, get the fuck over it, or just kind of like playing too much. And let me say this very quick, only because there's like a couple podcast shows that I watch and that I listen to. They were talking about the whole Cardi B and Offset thing, and when she was screaming into the live, she did a fucking live stream, and I shouldn't laugh. I just don't like Cardi B's music. I don't like Offset's music. Like I just anyway, that's a personal thing, but like she said something in the recording like you never take me seriously. And there was a couple of podcasters that were saying like, yeah, Offset kind of does come off like he plays games, like he plays too much, right? And so it's kind of like that, like these like you all are in relationships with people that think that everything's a game, down to the things that you say to each other. So that's what I would say about it.
I don't know what happened between them, but I think you should know your partner well enough to know like, okay, this is serious and I shouldn't joke about it. Cause I think I told you about how I was feeling maybe a week ago, but it wasn't like today, and I didn't know what to call it because I didn't think that it was depression. I just felt a little off and I felt a little sad. And I didn't know why because I didn't have a reason to feel that way. So I was like, I don't understand what's going on, but it wasn't serious to me either. So when I told you and we talked about it, and I'm not saying that you weren't there for me, you were, and but you knew that it wasn't, I guess, too serious. So watching movies or joking around was okay, and I needed that. But days like today, where it's like not just that, I woke up in a bad mood, and I never wake up in a bad mood. I've been having headaches, which I never have headaches, and then at some point today, I was like, okay, this has to be depression. This has to be that seasonal depression, which I feel that that's what that is, because I know it happens for some people. I know it's happened to me before, but it's never like I don't feel like it's gonna take too long for me to get out of this. I can already feel that tomorrow's gonna be just a better day. Sometimes you just have to accept what it is, go through it, feel it, and then have somebody by your side that's gonna help you get out of it, not just put you deeper into it. So when you have a partner that's not taking your emotions or your feelings serious, it puts you in a deeper funk, and it's harder to get out of it. I know for some people out there, they have a partner that might not understand what they're going through, and some people's response is like, "Oh, just get over it. You have nothing to be sad about. You have nothing to be depressed about." And for people that deal with depression, deal with anxiety, they know that we don't need a reason to feel that way. It just happens. Sometimes we catch it, sometimes we don't. Um, I think just talking about it sometimes with someone that understands it, and even if, like, you said, I don't think you said that you've ever been depressed, but
Yeah, not seasonal depression. No, I don't think so.
you're not telling me like, oh, that's not real, and you're not. Just get over it, whatever it is. You have nothing to be sad about. So I do appreciate that, and people out there that are dealing with stuff like this should have someone there to as support. Okay, you might not understand what it's about or why it happens, but it happens. Just be there for them. Don't don't make fun of it. Don't tell them, well, it's not real. I don't believe in it, so just snap the fuck out of it. I don't think that's cool. It's not right, especially for someone that's supposed to be there for you, whether it's a friend or a partner. That was a long way to explain it, I guess.
No, it's sometimes people that don't understand it, or they feel like they haven't experienced anything like that. They don't know enough about it unless it comes from that person. But it is it does depend on how serious it is to them or not, you know. Um my whole thing is that like when I feel like, you don't necessarily have to say it because of how spiritually connected we are. Um, that um, I feel it. Like I feel it, and what's a giveaway too is how you sound, the things that you say, or like just the little things, because we pay attention a lot to each other and what we say and how we say things.
Hmm.
But to me, if I were to just put that aside and be like, oh, what's wrong? And then you come out just like, straight up, like, oh, I feel this way. For me, because I feel like I've never had seasonal depression, I don't think I have, but for me, I would automatically jump to, there's nothing to be sad about. Like, there's nothing to be depressed about. You're with me. You're
Hmm.
happy. We're happy. Everything's perfect. Like everything's taken care of. There's nothing for you to be depressed about. See, like that's I think most people would jump to that, especially like in a modern relationship. It's like, yeah, everything can be perfect, but it's just we just get into those moods of, like you're just feeling it.
Hmm.
So for me, it's kind of like I don't want to jump to that and be like, oh, well, you shouldn't be sad. You shouldn't be depressed. We're happy. Everything's perfect. But I'm not. Like for me, and Rob knows that I am not the most patient person, but I do have a lot of patience. Like I will sit with you and go through all the feelings and emotions and thoughts and conversations with you.
Mhm.
And I think people that are, or that are going through any kind of depression, any time of the year, I don't want to, it's, I don't think it's, of course, seasonal depression, like if you lost like a loved one or something like that, then I could understand that, you feeling alone for the holidays. But depression, it's just there in people, and people feel it. It just comes to people. So I think that, yeah, if you have a friend or a partner that's going through something like that, you need to sit through all kinds of emotions with them, whatever they're feeling. You just got to be there. Just be around.
Yeah, it does help. It does make it easier to go through stuff like that because it's not easy to not understand your own feelings, not understand where they're coming from, and to have somebody in your ear telling you to get over it or you're not actually feeling it doesn't help.
What about that eye roll, like, oh my god, what now? What's going on now? Like, oh, this shit again. Like, that's not the person for you.
Nah,
Straight up.
nah, that don't. If you were like that, like you said, I don't even have to tell you, you just know. Um, but if you were like that and you're like, oh, what is it now? I would just shut down. I'd be like, all right, well, I don't need to talk about it. And sometimes talking about it does help. Having someone that you can talk to, someone who understands, like, okay, it's not gonna happen, at a snap of a finger, but you know, be patient. It will go away. Just because I'm feeling a little off today, a little down today, doesn't mean that we can't still do the things that we normally do. Things like those things might even help me get out of whatever funk I'm in. Because, like I said, I don't have a reason to feel this way. I'm just feeling it and I'm accepting it because for me, I have to sit in it. I have to allow it to just happen because if I start telling myself like this isn't happening, I'm not sad, and start looking for ways to escape, it's gonna be there until I deal with it. So okay, I'm accepting it. I'm a little down today. All right, cool. What am I gonna do that's gonna make me feel better? Talking to you makes me feel better. This is helping me feel better. I'll probably throw on a movie later on or something, listen to music, and hopefully by tomorrow I'll be good. And it sounds like I have mood swings, and I don't want to think that I have mood swings because normally I'm in a good mood. Normally I don't go from being in a good mood to being sad or depressed or mad or whatever it is. So, I mean, if it happens, then I'll deal with it whenever it does happen. But as far as right now, it's just one of them days for me, and I'll get through it, or we'll get through it.
Yeah, that's like another thing too that I'm learning about our relationship, our marriage, and learning who he is and what makes him tick, what makes him, all of these things, right? Um I've oh my god, I lost my thought.
Mm.
Oh, I think it was along the lines of you gotta allow your partner to go through these things. um well, first of all, you gotta be there, right? And you gotta allow your person to feel what they're feeling, because you, as much as you want to, as much confidence and love and all of that good stuff that you both have with each other, you have to let them go through what they're feeling. And what is comforting is you just being there, just being around. You don't have to say anything because, like, sometimes well, not sometimes, you guys know that I go on rants all the time. Like, you guys, if you guys listen to the Y Run, you guys know that I'm just out with everything, right? And I raise my voice, I shout, and I scream, and it is all exaggeration. it is, partially for entertainment, but when I do get in those moods, right? Like whether the mic is on or off, Rob is there. He's listening to everything, and I can just like everything just comes out like word vomit, right? Like it just comes out, and I don't want to scare him, or I don't want to make him feel like I'm not happy, like with him, because there are times when I say like, "Oh, babe, I'm not happy," and then I say right after that, like, I'm not happy with this, or I'm not happy with myself because of this. It's like I go way deep into what is bothering me, and then I tell him, you don't have to say anything. I'm not looking for answers. I'm not, like, you don't have to tell me anything. I just need you to listen to me. And he does. And sometimes he'll be like, well, there is one thing that I want to say. And I let him express it. I let him say it. It's just those little things that I think everyone should know and respect, and let it be known, what at least a little something. You don't want to keep that other person in the dark. And there are times when I know that he feels sad or upset, and I try to cheer him up, and sometimes I do feel like it's not helping, but I know he knows that I'm trying. Like, I'm trying to be there, and it's like, okay, he's really really in this mess, whatever he's feeling. I just got to just shut the hell up, or not really that, but just be quiet and just be with him, sit with him, and just let him know that I'm there. Like whenever, excuse me, whenever he wants to tell me, and I have to accept. And I'm just saying that I have to accept. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna go that long, but for me, it's like, okay, I just gotta be here for whenever he's ready to tell me, and I have to accept and be okay with whether it be in the next hour or whether it's gonna be a week from now. But I do tell him, like, yo, if you don't tell me, I'm gonna feel this way. Like, I'm gonna feel sad. I'm gonna be mad, or I'm gonna be frustrated. Like, I have no problem in letting him know how I'm gonna feel. And there are times that I tell him, like, you know what, I feel like there's nothing that I can do. And then he tells me, like, just be there. Just be around. And it's like, okay, I know I can do that for you.
Yeah. And sometimes it is a spiritual thing, because I told you before that I feel like the collective. I feel, for instance, uh, I'm not normally depressed during these um holiday seasons and stuff like that, so I don't feel like it's what is it called? Not just seasonal depression, but um I don't feel like these times put me in a funk. I feel like it could be that I'm just feeling everything else, everyone else around me, because people are going through shit like this, and not everybody talks about it. And sometimes, I think I've told you before, I could feel the energy in a room when I walk in, and sometimes I pick that up, and sometimes I hold on to that too long, and I feel like that's the reason why I'm so, like, in a hurry to find the sage, because I feel like that's the way that I cleanse. So it could
Mm,
also be a spiritual thing, right? That I'm picking up just people's energies and stuff. I know that there's other ways for me to cleanse. I know that I should be looking to those other things. Um, Maybe that's where I'm making a mistake. That I'm too focused on finding the sage when I know that I have all these other tools that I can use, which I'm gonna do after we're done, because I didn't even think about that until right now. But there are times where it's not even me. I'm feeling everybody around me, or I'm feeling people. Just I don't know. It's weird for people that don't understand this spiritual stuff to hear me say like somebody across the world and I'm feeling their energy. But it happens. I know that. I hope you understand that too. I've talked to you about it. You've told me that you felt the same. So I hope that you do understand it. And when I am quiet, when I'm feeling something and I'm just not talking about it, it's most of the time it's me trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out if it's my feelings that I'm feeling or if it's someone else that I'm picking up on. And sometimes it doesn't come to me as fast as it should. Sometimes it does take 2 or 3 days for me to feel weird or feel off, for me to be like, okay, this isn't my battle. This is someone else, and either cleanse from it or help them or even understand what it is that needs to be done. So you are patient when it comes to all that stuff, and I know that people that don't understand that, they wouldn't know what to do with it. So of course I'm gonna be grateful that you do understand and that you let me just figure stuff out and that you don't take it personal and that I, I don't want people to think that you don't make me happy, that I'm not happy with you and our relationship, and I'm not happy. Of course I'm happy. I thank God every single day that I found you and that you are who you are and that you understand me. Because I'm not an easy person to understand, but you seem to be able to do it well. So thank you for that.
You're welcome, baby. Yeah, I just think that if we were in a modern relationship, yeah, I think I would be like, how come you won't tell me? Like, it must be me. That's why you're not telling me. Or, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that is a normal modern uh, way of, modern couples talking to each other. And like what I tell you and what I've said on the cast is that, um, you are someone of importance in the spiritual space. You need to be treated with respect. Um, we give that to one another because we both hold the same things in the spiritual space. So, I think because of that, we do get along very very well, and that's nobody has to understand that. It's just this is just I don't want to be like, oh, this is what works for us. Like, it's just this I feel like is who we really are. This is no act. This is no anything like that. But um there I don't want to say it's a lot of work, um because this is solely who we are as spiritual people. And
Yeah.
I think that's why it it is easy, or it appears easy. I would say that it's easy. You're
Yeah.
so easy to love. You're so easy to get along with, and I do believe it is because of who you are spiritually. As a modern person, yeah, like you are a living being, you know what I mean? So it's yeah, like you're fun to go out and do things with physically, like go out to
Mhm.
eat, go shopping, things like that. But who you are as a person spiritually is that's what is even more loving about you. And the things that you're going through right now, yeah, it is. I don't like to see it. It is painful for me because for me, like, obviously I'm not feeling the seasonal depression. I know it is a thing because a lot of people are talking about it on YouTube and Twitter, and you just kind of see it everywhere. And um I'm not gonna say that's something that I can't relate to, um but I just don't, I don't feel it. Like, I love cloudy days. I love rainy days. I live in the desert. We don't get any water. So
Mm.
a cloudy day and a rainy day is like, oh my God, today is like the best day. And like,
Yeah.
spiritually, water is energy. So that's
Mhm.
why I'm just like, oh, I'm just so inspired, like but other people, they don't get like that.
Mhm.
So, you know, being with Rob, being around Rob, and seeing how he is in this, because we've never talked, we've never been around each other during, a season like this. So for me to see it, hear it, feel it, the discussions, and you know, it does hurt. The us being silent on the phone, I'm not taking personally, like, because there are times that we're just on the phone and we don't say anything to each other. It's still comforting, like, we still have that connection. We're never disconnected. So
Mhm.
that part, like that's good for me, and I'm gonna hold on tight with that until he's ready to, talk about it, or whatever he wants to do. If he wants to let it go, or if he wants to talk about it, or if it's something that he has to do spiritually, then I have to give him room and give him time to do that on his own. And if he wants me there, of course he'll tell me, like, let's meditate together, or let's, do something together. Let's connect. So it's like, okay, like, I'm there, I'm down.
Yeah. And there was something, um, one of the topics that you said you wanted to talk about, which I was gonna segue into, but I missed it while you were talking. But um, you said something that reminded me of someone who's narcissistic, which kind of would have led us to into that first topic that you wanted to cover. But like I said, I missed it, and now I forgot what the heck it was. So let's just go ahead and start talking about that. I think it's funny. I think it's funny, but I know it's not. I know it's as serious as depression and seasonal depression or just being sad. I know being delusional and being a narcissist is something serious. And it's almost like watching someone or hearing someone not be in touch with reality. Because um like you're listening, well, for me, I was listening and I was like, what the hell, like everything that the person was saying is everything that he does. So I was like, this motherfucker's delusional. But and again, I don't want to sound insensitive. I think for other people, I think if I was listening to someone else talk like that, I would be concerned for them. I am concerned for this person, but honestly, so many people have tried with him, so I'm just like, they don't care about themselves. They don't care about, like, they're so far gone that they wouldn't even accept not just the truth. If somebody was to hit them up and be like, listen, this is what you're doing. You're spiraling out of control. You need to get some help. They wouldn't get it. They're so far gone that they don't get it anymore. And it is sad to see because at some point I did see potential in that person too, and I was like, all right, cool. Like I see that you can be a good person, but like I said, I'm not gonna let someone who's already past the point of being helped bring me down to their level. So I'm just gonna. When I said I thought it was funny, I said it, but I didn't mean it. So I guess I would take that back. But for me, now when this person is talking about you or expressing, how they feel about you, then I'm not. I'm not just gonna let someone talk shit about you like that. So I don't know if you want to still talk about it.
um yeah, I have a few things, and I'm gonna express them in the most classy way, because I'm a classy bitch. um you know it's a trip to me, let me tell you, because um as a person that I am intrigued by human behavior. I'm intrigued by it. It trips me the fuck out how people's minds can go without substances, right? And when these people say stuff, you don't really know what they're doing or what they're taking. You don't know if they're high or if they're drunk or they're just, you know, uh whatever it is they're doing to act out like a fucking crackhead, right? You know, it's mind-blowing to me. And I've spoke about this on a previous cast, like before, like way before. I want to say about a year now. I have touched bases on it on a live stream, and it what I spoke about was, you know, I had to stop this person midway when this person was yelling at me, screaming at me, right? um like, stop. And it's like, I'm literally like, you are in the middle of telling me something, like, like I just got done telling you, and you're trying to tell back to me something that you heard. That's insane. It was like I just said something and this person was saying it back to me, but he flipped it. And I'm like, stop. Like, do you hear yourself? And we've said it many times. You never know how somebody perceives something. And when they say it back to you in their version, that is just like, oh my God. Like, like that shit trips me the fuck out. And to hear this person say all the things that, he said. And another thing is people that actually listen to this person and they're responding to this person. They support this person. And, it's just yeah, we can talk all the shit that we want, right? And like this person says, he can talk as much shit as he wants to because it's his cast, right? And of course, people are only in there for the drama, right? Whether they support this, to me, if you're there, you support. That's just me. Like, that's just how I feel that it is, unless the person steps up and says, oh, this is the reason why I listen, then I can hear you out. But the fact that people keep going back continuously and listen to all the things that this person says, and he repeats himself over and over and over, and people are just like, yeah, like, I understand, and blah blah blah. And it's just, it's fucking sickening, man. It just is. And it doesn't put that person that's doing all that complaining, it doesn't look good for the people that are listening and responding. It's showing me how fucked up people are and how far they will go. And this person said that he's gonna continue to what did he say, exploit people. And like, let me tell you guys, that's a predator. That's how predators talk. And I don't think these people that are listening, I don't think they know the difference. They don't know the difference. They don't know what that looks like when it's their family or when it's their friend, or if it's someone that they know, that they talk to every day or every other day. They only know this person behind a screen name. They only know this person behind stupid ass fuck boy shit, bitch ass pussy shit in their bios. you go from following so many people to unfollowing everybody and then re-following certain people and then saying that you're gonna disappear and then like, oh, but you know, I came back. Like, that is like, okay, something's wrong with you, man. Like, you don't know what you want. You know, you just want to be able to say something, but you know, it's fucking crazy because you know, motherfuckers like that, these narcissists, these delusional narcissists, they sit back and they call themselves a real man, but yet, you know, what I was telling Rob and what Rob was telling me, it's like, yo, real men don't delete messages, private messages, and here this motherfucker deletes messages. And it's the things that he says about his children. Now, I'm not talking shit on his children, but he was. Right? He was the one that was saying, oh, I hope my son doesn't grow up to be a fuck up. That's talking shit on his own kid. And it's just like, damn, you know what? Like, I really hope that, you know, these children, right? I'm not talking shit about kids. I'm just saying that if these children listen to their parents and all this shit that their parents are doing right now, they're the only ones that can guide their children to do dumb shit. And that's crazy because delusional narcissists, they never look at themselves. It's always somebody hurting them. They don't talk about the things that they've done wrong. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have talked to this person like that. Oh, man, you know what? I shouldn't have said that to you. I'm sorry. See, like, a person like that, man, I just hope that no female, no woman, or anybody goes for people like this motherfucker, you know. And it's you know, and I could say that it's triggering, and it's not just triggering me, it triggers a lot of people, because if this goes back to that motherfucker that I'm speaking about, he's glorifying in it. And if he's listening to this right now, I bet he's nodding his head like, yup, see, I got to her, and you know, and he's gonna run back and tell that to everybody. No one's gonna want to kick on my cast and listen to what I'm saying. They would rather hear it from him, coming out of him. Is that fair? No. But that's how it's going to be done. And see, that's sad because people can't listen to the truth. It just hurts so much. Like, this person will always be hurt. This person will never be happy. Never. And that's sad. And you know, this person could be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna spend Christmas with my kids, and you know, that's not gonna make him happy. If his kids grow up to get married and they're happy, he's still gonna be mad and miserable. And when his kids are able to have a family of their own, he's probably gonna be jealous of them, but never will say it, and he's still gonna be mad because he's gonna be projecting like his feelings off of what's happening in his son's and his children's lives. See, that's fucked up. It's bad enough that he takes these things, you know, doing these things to other people, right? It's all our fault. It's never his fault. Supposedly, we're the ones that hurt him. I didn't hurt him. We didn't hurt him. That's crazy to me. And next thing you know, he's gonna be blaming his kids. That's why I said, man, that day's gonna come where he's gonna be mad at his kids, and he's gonna be talking shit to his kids, and he's gonna blame it on their mom and be like, oh, she was the one that made them like that. She turned them against me. That's why they're acting out. That's why they're fucking up. See, it's never his fault. It will never be, or he could never admit and say that, oh, it was because of me that they pushed themselves away from me. You'll never hear him say that. That's crazy, man. It's just hearing and watching people act this way is just like, wow. Still not over this thing. And like, we've had listen to me, conversations a year ago, 2 years ago. He's still mad about the same stuff. And that's narcissists for you. Narcissists do that. They don't let go. They don't let go. They don't take responsibility. They don't take accountability. It's always blaming, and people stick around. People, just the fact that people show up and they listen and they respond and then they lick his entire asshole. And it's just, and he's loving it. He's loving it. He can never talk about anything positive. And what's so crazy is that he says that he's creative, but yet he's playing music mixes that were mixed by other DJs and artists. Yeah, creativity. You can't even fucking talk about something else. Something happy. Something that makes you and everyone joyous. You can't do that. You're incapable of doing that. So you guys gotta pay attention to these fucking people and how they act, what they say and how they say it, who they're bashing. Yeah, he could say all of that shit, but guarantee you that if I walked up in that bitch, he would block me automatically and he would just be like, see, she can't come in here and face me, or she can't say anything and blah blah blah. Yeah, because you're the type to shut people up. You block people. But how are you to have a two-way conversation? You can't. Because you're just going to cut them off. You're just going to talk over them. And then you're going to kick them out, block them, do all that other shit, and then talk your shit. He'll never name drop. He'll never drop names. But for now, that's all I'm going to say about it. And I bet your ass he's going to get fired up about something, and then he's going to accuse me of being obsessed and talking about it. It's just like, man, dude, you're still on the same shit from 2 years ago. Who's obsessed? Yeah, I'm done. What a fucking joke. I'm a real man. But he's deleting messages. What a bitch. Pussy. But anyways, so I'm gonna say about it. Anyhow, did you want to add to that, or?
I mean, you pretty much covered everything. I know that there's people that are like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Well, they know what we're talking about. And I just think it's sad, like I said. Because it's sad to see it. It's almost like you're watching a train wreck. And for me, at first, yeah, I thought it was funny. I was like, because it never changes. The only thing that changes is the person that is being attacked. It's always a different person every week, and it's like everybody's the same. You're accusing everybody of doing the same thing over and over and over, just different people.
Mm-hmm.
So the people that are in there and they're eating this up because it is entertainment. That's why I was laughing at first. I was like, this is entertaining to see this happening again. But then I got sad because, like I said, first of all, I want everybody to be happy. But it was like watching a train wreck. and it was like, damn, all this shit and all these body parts. Like I said, everybody can get it. That the people that are in there eating it up and they're like on his side and like listening to him lie about everything. They know he's lying. They know he's delusional. They don't give a fuck about helping him. So they're just there for the entertainment. They're just there to watch it all happen and just laugh about it or whatever it is. They don't care about helping him.
Also,
And
they're there because he might be the only one who kicked on the cast, and they could all run there and hang out.
yeah,
Just, 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 just to show up for the one cast. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I don't know. I think obviously, like I said, I feel like this person's too far gone to help. I hope one day it happens, but I don't think so.
I hate to say it, but I don't think his kids can even save him.
No,
And that's, as much as he bitches about his kids and all of that stuff, he's gonna be angry with them one day, man. Like I really
nobody
do
can
think so.
save him but himself, and that's the part that I feel like, or that's the reason why I feel like there is no helping him because he has to accept that he has a problem, and he's never gonna do that. Because, like I said, he's so far gone, he thinks everybody's out to attack him, and
Hmm.
that's not a first of all a safe place to be, and it's not a happy place to be. You're never gonna feel at ease when you feel like everybody's attacking you, and that's the only reason why I'm not saying a name. He knows who it is. He knows who I'm talking about. I don't need
Hmm.
to say his name. He knows. And the funny thing is that people that know, know this circle of people, they know who I'm talking about,
Hmm.
and they agree. But they're never gonna go and tell him like, "Hey, you do need help," and he's never gonna accept that he needs help. So that's the only reason why I'm not saying any names. Um, I typically don't really even entertain any of this shit because it's almost pointless. But I guess the only reason why I am talking about it is because I know that there's people out there that are not in this circle, that are not in this. They don't know who we're talking about, but they're going through the same thing. There's somebody in their life that is either a narcissist or is dealing with one. So there's ways to help. There's there's ways to give people help if but they have to want to accept it or they're gonna have to like let's say your friend is with someone that's a narcissist, delusional or even abusive because it is the shit that comes out of their mouth can be taken as abuse
It
because
is abuse.
the way that they talk about people, that's you don't say that about people that you care about or even cared about. But yeah, it's crazy. But there is ways to help not just the person that's being abused or the person that's the narcissist. There is ways to help. Um, I'm sure there's resources out there for you to find. Just don't. I don't want people to feel like it's a lost cause for them. This person is a lost cause because, like I said, he's too far gone. He doesn't even see how bad it is. To him, it's just like, oh, that's another one. See, I'm right. That's another one. But how is that possible when you just meet someone, you fall in love with them, and then all of a sudden they're the same as everybody else? They're not the problem. It's you. You're the problem. But um, my whole point is I'm trying to help or not. I don't feel like I can help anyone because I'm not a professional, but I'm sure that there's people out there listening to this and like, holy shit, that's what I'm going through, or that's what my friend is going through. And so hopefully they understand like there are ways to help, not just your friend, but that person if they want the help. And understanding what it is, first of all, that's good. That's what's gonna help you figure shit out. As a listener, I'm not talking about this person. I think, like I said, it's too far gone. But I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. And I think we're still dealing with it to a point. I
Mm-hmm.
think I'm at the point where I'm just like, I don't care what the fuck else gets said. I know that we didn't do anything wrong. I know that I still get blamed for shit. I still get mentioned because of certain things that happen between you and me, which it's fucking stupid. But I don't really care anymore about this. Like I'm done talking about him. I'm done talking about that situation. If a topic comes out of it, then cool. If not, then I'm just not gonna talk about it anymore. And another thing, no.
And another. Well, I got something to add on to this, and then we'll go ahead and move on.
Yeah.
But you actually sent me this quote, and the quote says, "A narcissist mindset in a nutshell." Quote, "That didn't happen, and if it did, it wasn't that bad. And if it was, it's not a big deal. And if it is, it's not my fault. And if it is, I didn't mean to do it. And if I did, you made me do it." End of quote. It's a never ending cycle of pushing the blame onto everyone else but themselves and always playing the victim card. That is that person in a motherfucking nutshell.
Mhm.
And I will post a link to that so you guys can um, see it, read it, save it for yourself. And I would say that if you are dealing with a narcissist, um, yeah, read that. Read that to yourself. And if all of those tick, if you're ticking those off, right, get the fuck away from that person.
Mhm.
Straight up.
I have a I have a question. I guess it's
Mm-hmm.
a follow-up question.
Okay.
Do you think, or have you ever known of a narcissist to change? Like, do you think that narcissistic behavior is something that can be fixed?
Um, I'm not sure because I don't know, and I know I've talked about my previous relationship where I was pretty much manipulating. I don't know if all of that was me being a narcissist. I don't think so because when I go back and look at what I just read, I didn't have that mindset. Like my mind didn't go that deep to where I was blaming him for everything. Like it was just like I felt like he was my parents' favorite and I didn't like it cuz it's like they're my parents, not yours. Go back to your shitty mother.
Or
I was mean to him like that. Like I'm just like you have your own mom, you have your own dad. Go back to them. Leave my parents alone. But it was more controlling him. It wasn't the emotional part of it. I hope I'm making sense because a lot of
yeah.
this is let's see, let me go back to the quote. It says that didn't happen and if it did, it wasn't that bad. See, like I never the only thing I can relate to that is he was in the military and every time he would do something that I thought was supposed to be masculine and if he couldn't do it, I would make fun of him. Like if he couldn't lift something up and I'm just like how can you be this mechanic and like not pick that up? Like, and then I would talk shit, and then he would be hurt about it, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, psh, like I was just kidding, like, oh my gosh, like you're so sensitive. Like, see, that's me being like, it's like the joke, it's not that bad. Um, if it's if it's not a big deal, and if it is, it's not my fault. Um, something would like oh well, it's not my fault that you got butt hurt. Like who am I? You know, like who am I? Like like you're crazy. Um, I didn't mean to do it, and if I did, you made me do it. Um, no, no. I've never. I don't think I have done anything like that, like on purpose to sabotage anything. Like say if he got a phone call for like a big job interview that was so important to him, and for me to be like, oh, you got the wrong number, or oh, he don't live here anymore, to like fuck it all up and be like, oh yeah, by like a couple of days later, oh yeah, they called, but I told them that you didn't live here anymore, and yeah, like we were fighting, you made me do it. See, like that's fucked up. I've never done anything like that. But to change a narcissist, probably not. I know there are people that are self-aware narcissists, but they still use certain tactics, I think, to get their way in what they think is important to them. And of course, that would be manipulation as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I know that was a long answer.
No, it's. I was gonna say when you started talking about yourself, I was gonna say, well, first of all, narcissists wouldn't admit that they were wrong, so you're not one.
I
They
don't think
wouldn't
that I
admit to it.
am, like, not at all. Like, I just, I'm starting to feel like narcissists, it's more like childlike behavior. Because if you read the quote again, that didn't happen, and if it did, it wasn't that bad, and if it was, it's not a big deal, and if it is, it's not my fault, and if it is, I didn't mean to, and if I did, you made me do it. See, that's like a
Yeah,
child mindset almost.
yeah.
And here motherfuckers think that I'm a child just because of the way I talk or how I sound. Yeah, I kind of mimic, but it's just for entertainment. It's just to make everybody laugh. But people, like, it's like the nerve of people calling me that when they actually act this
Mhm.
way in real life every single day. The moment they wake up, that's their mindset. That's their attitude. That's the way they talk.
Mhm.
So they are children.
Yeah. Speaking of children, Christmas gifts. Go. No, I'm just kidding. Now, one of the other topics that you wanted to cover was it that was kind of confusing about the article. Was it about gift giving or just what Christmas is supposed to mean? And that's the part I didn't understand. I got the article and I read it. It was like I said, it was interesting, but that's the part. What were they trying to convey?
I think it was more like why do humans gift give? And
Mhm.
the journalist was taking it back to like culture and like history of gift giving.
Mhm. There were those books, the prayer books that I read at night. There was one yesterday, I think, or the day before, where it talked about, I guess, the real meaning of Christmas, or what it's supposed to be, and it is about giving, but it's not about giving things or materialistic things. It's about giving people your time, giving people joy, being kind to people. That's what you're supposed to be giving. And it's how there's people that can't accept compliments. It's also about receiving people's time. Like not, I guess, look at yourself as someone. All they have to offer you is time to spend time with you, for you not to be like, oh, that doesn't mean anything to me. Because if you really think about it, if somebody's giving you their time, that's the most precious thing that they have to give, because they're never gonna get that time back. if I spend 10 minutes with a person, I'm never gonna get those 10 minutes back. So in order for you to, you don't have to give me anything in return. As long as you're accepting it and you're receiving it the way I guess it was intended, then that's the best gift that you can give me, because then you're telling me that I spent my time, my time was well spent. I don't mind the time that I spent with you because I know that, it was accepted. It was received the way it was intended. So that's what the books were saying. Like, you know, it's not about how big the gift is or how expensive it was. It should just be like, okay, well, my family, even if it's only 5 minutes, that your brother, your sister, your mom, your whatever it is, if they only have 10 minutes to stop by and give you a hug on Christmas Day, like accept that. Don't be like, where's my gift? Where's, like, you could have just sent me a gift card. It's not about that. It's about the person, their time, their energy, their love, their kindness, the joy that they bring you. That's what Christmas is supposed to be about. And it's sad that a lot of people have lost that.
Yeah, because now it's all about like it's all about the Black Friday deals and the BOGOs. And I think I told you guys that I just recently discovered or found out what BOGO actually meant. But
You're like, what's BOGO?
I'm like, what's a BOGO? Because I seen that everywhere. But
Yeah.
anyway, enough about my embarrassment. But like, it is all about Black Friday deals. It's all about like Christmas deals, and and the thing too is, I was just gonna say, and I think I did tell you when I was out that um we're not saying that we have to, but my whole purpose of going out was to buy Christmas gifts, right? I love giving gifts. I love giving presents. I love shopping. I love kind of like when you go out and you're looking for a gift for a certain person, you start to uh at least for me, like I start analyzing that person, right? Like what makes that person so like the best? Like what makes that person amazing? Like what is it about that person, like their interest? You like all of the things that about that person, they all start to surface, and then it's almost like you're just it's like you're learning them all over again, and you're trying to look for gifts that that they'll like, whether it be their interest or just something that you want them to have, right?
Mhm.
I found that when I went out, I'm looking in the window and it's like, oh yeah, buy one get one this, or buy three get three free, and like, oh, if you sign up for this, then you'll get like an extra 99% off, and that's what it sounds like to us, right? But I found myself looking for shit for myself. And I think people, that's what they were doing. They were shopping for themselves, not others. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but it's just like, okay, are you done with your Christmas shopping for your family, friends, coworkers, your children? Like, are you done? That's why you're just blowing all this money and saving these coupons for yourself. And I get it. You're in the working class, you want something for yourself. Cool. For me, I'm trying to make excuses for myself. Like, you know what? I never buy myself anything. What's this? What's this gonna hurt? But for me, it was like, I came in here to shop for my sister in law. And let me tell you, I had someone very special with me last night, and she saw me chuck a whole basket aside because all what was in that basket was for myself. It wasn't for my sister in law. And I was like, yeah, I didn't have what I wanted or what I was looking for. So, and then I chucked it, and we just walked out of the store. Um, and now that I think about it, it's like, I could have, got for myself, but it would just make me the hypocrite, right? Because I'm looking at people sideways like, you're not even shopping for the person that you say that you're shopping for. Um, and when I was reading that article, it said something about like gift giving is supposed to show selflessness. And
Mm.
I didn't see that last night. I was a part of that. I was being selfish, and it's just like I'm supposed to be here for this person. And it made me feel bad. I didn't buy anything for myself last night. But yeah, like it made me feel kind of shitty because I always bitch about people right after having their Thanksgiving dinner, they're outside in a line somewhere, at Best Buy, trying to get a Black Friday deal. And it's like, yo, you might as well be standing in that line, like you're just as bad as these other people, and that sucks.
Hmm.
Shush.
Well, in your defense, though, you don't buy yourself anything. You never want anything for yourself, so I I wouldn't be too against you going for the deals. Buy them something, get yourself something. And now that you know what BOGO means,
Oh my
yeah, you
god,
can just
no.
take advantage of it.
You know what I
Yeah.
thought BOGO was, and I know I told you guys about it. I thought BOGO was I thought that meant like drumming on a tree with like, yeah, like something tropical.
BOGO.
Because let me tell you, and I said this on a cast, and I think I told you too, that every time I seen a BOGO sign, right? And I'm like, what's a BOGO? And I thought BOGO was like a fucking holiday, or like BOGO was like Cinco de Mayo or something, because every advertisement that I saw during that time that said BOGO on it had like palm trees, the beach, a sunset, the ocean. Like, I swear, like everything. And I'm like, like, yeah, it's BOGO season, you know? and
When you
tell
said,
what?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that when I looked really hard at the advertisement, right? If big letters, it said BOGO, and then like right below it in like a ribbon, it said buy one get one, and I was like, buy one get one. I was such a fucking idiot. Because I was looking at a marijuana advertisement, and it said BOGO on it. And of course, and I didn't really, because I thought they were just palm trees, but the leaves of the palm tree were marijuana leaves. So
Mm.
I'm like, oh my god. I was tripping.
When you
And
said drums on a tree, is that like a bongo?
yeah.
You thought it was a
See?
bongo?
Yes. See? See?
See? That's kind of cute, actually.
Actually,
You're
that's
like, oh,
pretty
it's BOGO
stupid.
season. No, it's not stupid. You were like, do you know what BOGO means? I'm like, yeah, buy one, get one. They're like, what? So everybody just knows this and I don't? I'm like, what?
Me, I was like, what's a BOGO? Yeah,
Hilarious,
now every time I see the sign, I'm like,
man.
you shut up.
See, that's
Don't
when you take
sash
advantage.
me.
No, don't be mad at it.
It's
Take
hard.
advantage of it.
I
Like
am
buy one
now,
get
now
one.
that I know what it means. It's fucking embarrassing.
It's been a while since I've seen a buy one get one sign.
Yeah,
Inflation.
they're quite popular this time around.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, for like, well, I don't know. Bath and Body Works, they always have like BOGOs and shit. And I don't know why I never noticed it then. Well, I think because in big letters going straight to the point, like buy three, get three free. You know what I mean? So obviously
hmm
that's not a buy one, get one. The other one's a lot more
It kind of
better.
is though. It kind of is because if you're buying, you're still gonna go and buy three, and you're gonna get three free. So you're buying three,
Um,
getting three, buy one get one.
mm, if it
Okay,
said
well,
B3,
and it's
uh,
like $50 each. It has to be $50 each. Do
mm-hmm.
they even have things that are $50
At
at Bath and Body?
um, no, I think their highest thing would be the candles, and they're like $30. I think
Oh.
25, $30.
Mhm.
That's why when they have BOGOs, right, or when they do like the half off, like it brings them down to like $12.50.
Yeah.
So,
See, I feel like stores are doing that now. They're doing more percentages off instead of buy one get one. I
mhm.
blame inflation for that. They're like, hell no, things are expensive. We gotta pay for this stuff.
Yeah,
It's
but
like you don't understand.
we're still spending the same amount of money, because
Oh
even
yeah.
if it was a buy one get one, people would still pay for two items to get two things free. So when
Yeah.
people are bitching about inflation, it's like, man, bitch, weren't you just in Bath and Body Works buying like four candles just to get four free?
It's 5.55, dude.
Nice.
You know
Oof.
what's not nice?
Hmm.
It's the way that I saw it. Remember yesterday I told you I came in the room and I saw my tablet was on and it was playing something?
Yeah, that was a trip.
Yeah, well, right now on my tablet, just the screen came on for no reason.
Ooh.
And I picked it up and I saw it was 5:55. I was like, holy crap, okay, cool. Strange things are happening, babe.
Mm-hmm. Ask him who it is.
Uh-uh.
Oh my
Nope.
god. I'll do it.
I'm not protected yet. I can't find my sage.
True that.
They took it. You know what I should burn? I should burn that Palo Santo.
Who?
That one stick. That one stick that my cousin gave me. That
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had never used it before, but I turned it on that one day and it smelled alright. The thing is,
Break
I
off
don't
a
know what it's
piece.
for. What is it supposed to do? I'm gonna
You
I'm gonna look
should
it up.
message her.
Yeah, she just handed it to me like if I knew what that was, and that was when you were
Hey,
showing up. Oh,
I was gonna say you should use the bear root.
oh yeah. Okay,
Use the bear root and then see how you feel like 10 minutes after you put it on.
okay. I'll do that too.
So, should we end the show with some Twitter feed
Do
right
it.
quick?
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Just do
Do it.
it.
Okay. OMG. So, you guys, take a look at your screen. Now, I'm kind of wondering. It doesn't say in the comments. It doesn't. The person taking the video, I don't think is saying anything, but At first, I thought this was a like a iron. I don't know if it's a weight or if it's like a whole ass magnet or like an exercise tool, but um, it does look like it fucks with the. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, I see it on the screen.
Like it's manipulating the weight scale, a digital weight scale.
Isn't that a weight?
That's what I was saying. Like I don't know if it's
Because
a
that's what we
weight.
do. You know why we put a weight on the scale first and then we weigh ourselves?
But it's moving
Do you
though.
know why?
Why?
Oh, I don't know why that one's moving, but we put a kettlebell because we know that it's 15 pounds, and sometimes depending on where you put the scale, it changes how it reads the weight.
Mhm.
So if we put it on there and we know it's a 15-pound kettlebell or whatever weight, um, and the weight is the scale reads the weight it's supposed to be, then we know that it's accurate. Because sometimes it does come off a little bit. It's either too heavy or not heavy enough, and it's the same weight. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I don't know how much weight that thing that they're putting on there is.
It
Let's just
says
say it's 5 pounds.
15. It says 15 on it, but it doesn't say 15 pounds. It just says the letters 15.
Hmm. That's
So,
supposed. Oh,
yeah,
what's the scale reading? Because I can't see that.
148. And then the person steps on it, I guess, to clear it. And then stepping on it, and I believe it says 214. So
Mm.
I don't, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking it's to manipulate the scale because I was in a podcast a couple months ago, and then somebody said that if you have a digital scale, if you
Mhm.
set it upright, I guess it something happens with the magnet or the weight inside of the digital scale. So if you were to use a scale and then if you put it up like upright against the wall to store it for like a week, and if you were to put it back down and weigh yourself a week later, it would mess up your scale and it wouldn't be an accurate reading. So I'm
Mhm.
wondering if this is the same thing because it's like, okay, what is this thing? Is it a weight or is it a magnet? Because
Yeah.
it's moving. It's moving
Yeah.
on
It kind
its
of looks like
own.
a magnet.
See, that's why it's
It
like,
does look.
okay, are they manipulating the scale to pretend like, oh yeah, this is how much weight I lost and it really isn't. That's why I posted it, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Drop it in the comments. Next slide. I don't know what it is yet. Oh, this one tripped me out. What do you guys think about this? It says Robert Pattinson took an obsessed stalker out to dinner and bored her. He complained about his life the whole time and he never saw her again.
Oh, Robert. Is it the actor from Twilight? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
See, that's what. Man, that's what I
It's
should have
always
done with my
Roberts.
stalker.
It's always
It's always a
Roberts.
Robert.
Yeah,
Damn it.
it's always and that's I stand behind that.
I've heard that before. It's always a Robert.
That has a stalker. Oh my
No,
gosh.
most crimes are committed by Roberts, or their middle name is Robert, or some. There's some kind of Rob or Bob or some kind of my name on there. Anyway, the point is, that's what I should have done.
No,
Should have
I
gone
don't
on
think
with
so. Hell no.
should have gone on with my stalker and just like bored her to death.
Well, you know what? He had an advantage though because I'm pretty sure he had bodyguards. Or
Oh yeah,
he, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
who's I cannot imagine me trying to like hook up with my stalker and be like, "Hey, Like, let's go out for some chicken wings. Yeah,
Well, he was
no.
probably just tired of. It's a female, right? Oh
What?
yeah, yeah, bored her to death, or not death, but bored her. And I was saying
Mm.
it's a female, right? So I would have been like, yeah, listen, if I take you out to dinner, will you leave me alone? And she probably said yes, and then he just.
Which would be a lie. But go on.
What? Yeah, actually, it's true. I heard that
Mm.
before. Just answer and I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, and
But
I'm in the dark with wearing all black with the hood on, mask
hey,
on
you
my
could be my
face.
bodyguard. You could be my bodyguard though.
That's what I'm saying. Come out looking like death. Watch out, bitch.
The Grim Reaper.
Yup.
Grim
They'll
Reaper.
never suspect.
No.
Okay. No, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
Well, good for him.
Okay, next clip is a guy going into a corner store someplace trying to rob the cashier who has some, yeah, she's who fucking works, man. That I think it's fake because this bitch trying to show off her ass with those yoga pants on that have a scrunch in the back like she got a wedgie. And the way she's leaning over and like, oh yeah, the camera right there. Let me go ahead and bend this shit over. Man, and why she have her shirt up like that? See, trying to show her ass because she have, okay, look at her shirt. It's like a big ass t-shirt. But yet, she's making sure that the back side of the t-shirt is up over her ass to show her ass crack.
Mm.
No, it's a setup.
Wait, did she flash him?
Yeah.
She
And
lifted
then
her shirt. I
apparently
can't
her
tell if it's
boobs
super.
made the dude not want to rob. And he just like took a picture of her tits and she just casually goes back to work. She ain't trying to take out she ain't trying to call the cops or nothing like that.
Yeah, this is probably
Like,
staged.
oh, let me take a picture. Fuck the money. And
It's
then she's
funny
like,
though.
bye. She waves up
Where's
her
my
hand like,
money?
bye. Oh my god, it's a fucking man. This bitch, they better fire this. They better shut this. Okay, if they own this shop, if they own the store, shut these motherfuckers down.
Mhm.
City, shut them down. Oh my god, yeah, it's a whole ass lie. Get this fake bitch out of my sight. Okay, next clip. Yeah, I thought this one was pretty funny. This mukbanger, yeah, I'm guessing that's like soy sauce. Cause remember I was telling you about that things that have
Mm.
salt in it. They put it like on like seafood, and
Mhm.
it makes the food move, and people mistaking it for like the octopuses being alive still when they pour soy
Mm.
sauce on it. It's just a salt that gets into the nerves, and then it makes the shit move. But I
Mm.
thought this was pretty funny. If you guys are
It's true.
watching the audio, yeah, this mukbanger's like pouring soy sauce on some kind of, I don't know what it is, but it opens up like pussy lips. I say it. And then in the next clip, the husband throws, who knows what's in that cup, but his wife was doing yoga and he splashes it between her legs. Oh my gosh. I want to know what it is that that lady pours on that.
Well, it's either what is it? Red wine or soy sauce? One of the two.
I think it's soy sauce, but I want to know what that thing is though. It looks
I can't
creepy.
see it. Send it.
Is that like an oyster?
It could be.
I don't know.
No,
I'll
it looks
send it
too
to you
big.
after the show.
Maybe a crab. Yeah, send it.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Okay, last one. Last one, people. And don't forget, I'll drop all the links to these That way you guys can check them out for yourselves. But check this out. Check out this long line going to In and Out. It says Idaho opens first In and Out, and the drive-through wait was reportedly 8 hours. You can starve to death in the lanes, especially if you're type 1 diabetic. You need food. Ain't that crazy? Would you be in that line for 8 hours for In and Out, babe? In Idaho?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a short story. I was in Texas when they opened up the first one in Texas, and I hadn't been in California for maybe like 8 or 9 months. So yes, I was craving In and Out, and we drove by this In and Out that they opened. I saw maybe, which I'm not here in LA. We still get lines, like double lines sometimes, but when we pulled in and there was two lines, I was like, nah, fuck that. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I will fuck beat someone's ass for it, but I'm not gonna sit in in an 8 hour line
Better
to
be
get
my
In and Out.
ass. Continue.
What?
Nothing. Go on.
I do want some In and Out though. I am craving it. But if I lived in Ohio and oh no, Idaho, right? You said first
Yeah.
of all, why the fuck are they opening up in other places, man? They're supposed to just be in LA. In California, it's a West Coast thing. It should just stay in California and make everybody come over here, spend some of their money. It's not even that expensive. That's the crazy thing. But it is good. But it's not 8 hour long wait. Good.
Yeah, I don't
Fuck
think
that.
so.
No.
I hope the
I think
people that are working there got like a very good payout for
well
serving
they
all
didn't
these
have to stay
people.
there.
Huh?
You know they get paid like $15 an hour. I think to start. That's an entry level pay at In and Out. They get paid good. They get
15?
taken
I
care
thought
of.
it was I thought the minimum wage was $17.
I don't know what it is now, but they were getting paid 15 when it was like $7 here. So whatever it is now, I'm
Oh.
sure they got a raise.
Well, yeah, in
But yeah,
Cali, of course.
and
Cali's
they have
like
benefits.
expensive.
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, when I'm in Cali, I am not a fan of the gas.
Or the tax. It's not that much compared to. I mean, not that big of a difference
Yeah,
from where
I
you are.
suppose.
The tax, but yeah, everything else is
Yeah, you gotta make sure
expensive.
that your gas card works.
I'm telling you, you should just grab yourself a 2 gallon thing. Because even driving, what, 2 gallons will get us what, like 30 something miles?
How much?
2 gallons?
You said 2 gallons?
Hmm.
Will get us what?
Like 30 or 50 something miles away from here?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because
Cause we
anywhere
we
outside
tried
of
to
LA
test it.
would give you good. What?
We tried to test it. Remember the little gas that we had leaving out,
Oh, yeah.
and we were like, "How many miles did we go?"
I think we could have gone further, but I was just like, I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, I've
I ain't
seen the
trying to do
desert. You do not want to get stranded.
that. Yeah, fuck that.
That's I'm like, I think we can get it here.
Yeah.
And we got lost trying to get back on the highway.
I think I had you know what? I'm about to look for it because I think I have it's either a 5 or a 7 gallon jug that you can use for gas.
Hmm.
Just fill it up over there
Yes.
next time we go. Because it does make a difference. You said the gas over there was what, like three something?
Yeah. Well, it's like
It's like,
288
oh
now.
my god,
I know, right?
we're gonna have to attach. We're gonna have to attach another tank to your car just
Mhm.
for when you come out here. Cause yeah,
Yes.
gas is still a little expensive over here.
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. But you're worth it.
Mm-mm-mm.
You worth
Thank you,
it.
man. Can't wait for
Well,
you to be here.
hmm?
said, I can't wait for you to be here.
Yes. Very, very soon. I'm looking forward to it. I'm counting the days. Marking it off on all my calendars, even the digital ones. Yes, babe. But thank you, babe, so much for joining me on this cast.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and yo, we don't know when we'll go back live, and if we do, it's probably gonna be on Twitter Spaces, which you can find us at twitter.com/MsDjHoodie. And let's see what else. I might have an art podcast coming out. So if you guys are listening to us right here on YouTube, it's going to be on my YouTube channel. If you guys don't have it, it's youtube.com/MsDjHoodie. And yeah, I just talk about all things art related and stuff. So if you guys are into art and if you are a creative person like myself, you'll want to check it out. And yeah, don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And yeah, I'll probably get back. Oh, baby. The new cast. Should we wait or not say anything yet?
The what?
The new cast. The new cast.
Oh, no.
Not yet?
No, because how is that going to work now?
No, I meant like when I visit.
I know, but how is that going to work now, babe?
What do you mean?
Think about it. I'll tell you after. But no, let's not talk about it yet.
Okay, well, people, it's a surprise, but hang tight. Yeah. And Adi's going to make it work. Adi's going to make it happen. Remember, Rob's in seasonal depression. He doesn't know what he's saying right now. I'm kidding. I'm
depressed. I'm not delusional. I know what I'm saying.
Okay, well, we're gonna save it. But yeah, for all updates, just yeah, follow me on Twitter. And we will see you guys and talk to you guys in the next live stream. Peace.